What's up, guys? Welcome back to Free Will. This is Tony Scardino. Last time we covered how to get rid of toxic people in our lives. This week we are going to talk about self-doubt. I know you have felt this before. We all have it. Self-doubt, the insecurity, a topic near and dear to me. We are going to get vulnerable. We are going to come up with solutions on how to face this self-doubt and how to get you to keep on moving forward to achieving your dreams. Because that's what self-doubt is, right? It's the dream killer. If you doubt you, your dreams die. So how can we overcome this and push forward to achieving these dreams? Let's get into it. I said this topic is near and dear to me because with what I'm doing right now, right here, doing free will, trying to pursue my goals in the media and to talk about things I want to talk about, I have faced a lot of self-doubt in this journey. And I understand what it's like to have these things that you want to do, that you want to accomplish, and what it's like to have the judgments around you. Oh, what are people going to think about me? Oh, what am I thinking about me? Can I actually achieve this? I'm not getting here, so now I feel like I need to step back. I'm doing something wrong. These are all feelings that I go through on a daily basis. Whenever I post a clip, I have lovely red pillars commenting that I need to get a real job. And it is every day wanting to make my family proud and, of course, myself. So, like I said, I'll get vulnerable here because this is real life stuff. This is how we as a collective all feel individually about different things going on in our life and different desires and goals we want to achieve. And a lot of the times we put up this front and we have the self-doubt, which leads then to depression and doing the things we don't like doing. So our goal with free will is always create your own reality. Follow your dreams. And self-doubt is going to be a step to getting there and to practicing our free will and to being the people that we want to be and live the life that we want to live. So let's start off. You're dreaming big. You have big dreams. You have this dream job, or you want to make a difference, or you want to achieve some goals. This vision of this dream feels so far away, right? It feels so far away from where you are today. And self-doubt is when you don't feel confident in your ability to do it. And when these fears start piling in, do you ever get started? Do you get started on going towards those dreams? We think that we have to overcome that self-doubt and ability to achieve that dream, but we only have to overcome our ability and self-doubt on today's task. It's removing that focus on the future and now focusing on the present. What is your task today? What is the step, the first step, or the second or third step you can take towards that dream today? You don't have to be that fullest version of yourself in that dream today. You just have to make the step. For example, you want to become an artist and you start thinking to yourself, well, what if I'm not talented enough? Or what if I don't become successful? This self-doubt now brings terror to your goal. This is now thinking in the future, right? Instead, focus on the task at hand today. Go to the art store and get supplies. This is now the task in the present. Can you achieve, do you have the ability to achieve this task today of going to the art store and getting supplies or whatever, fit it into your dreams and goals? Do you have the ability of the first step today, the ability to do it today? Not what you need to be doing in the future for that goal to be achieved, but today. Successful people learned how to focus on each task to get them there. It's step by step. When you see these successful people and you have these TikToks of that guy asking, have you ever been broke before? And the entrepreneurs always say yes, most of the time. You have that percentage, but most of the time, successful people have had their ups and downs. To gain their success, they focused on the task step by step to get them there. And this is what you can do to pursue your dream. You don't need to believe in the future self. You need to believe in your present self. And these actions you take day by day, step by step, focusing on today, those are the ones that are going to prepare you to become the future self who is fully capable. So now leading into that theme of action, doubt equals action. You have to move through it. Think about it this way. You're dreaming right here. Now you have this wall right here. This is tension. This is your self-doubt. You're hitting tension in pursuing what you want to do. This tension is there for a reason, because it's there for you to move through it and align yourself. So you're always going to have this tension, this self-doubt, and it's there for a reason, for you to align yourself and move through it. I heard this quote, bravery is not the absence of fear. It is the willingness to move through it. This tension right here, this self-doubt, is there to show you that you're ready to level up. Not that you're doing something wrong, because that's what that self-doubt starts to make us feel. It makes us want to shrink and think we're, doing something wrong. Am I doing the right thing? But it's actually a sign for you to go through it. The tension is not negative. It is for you to see that energy of self-doubt, learn through it, push through it, to get you to the next level. You are leveling up because that tension is there. You can release it and then move past it. Then you ask yourself, how do I learn to believe in myself? You have to manage your memory. Think about it this way. You can remember all of the times that you have failed, all of the times that you've dropped the ball. These are the fears, the traumas that you've gone through in your life that create this self-doubt. Or you can also remember all of the times that you succeeded, that you felt good and proud of yourself, that you felt good when you helped someone else. This is that negative to positive mindset switch that when you start facing self-doubt, you remind yourself all of the things that you did right. This builds your confidence, because what's the opposite of self-doubt? It is self-confidence. And we have to remember these fears that we have, the self-doubt, it is just fears. If we don't believe the fears exist, they will not exist. We will start operating on love over fear. And another problem that comes up is it's like, oh, this self-doubt, I'm battling myself. Do not look at self-doubt as if it's a battle. Because if it's a battle, the opposition is you. And you don't want to be fighting yourself. Where are you going to get with that? Think of this opposition, this version of you that you're battling with self-doubt, right? Think of this version of you as pure. Treat it with love and kindness. So let's say it's an insecurity and you want to get angry. The self-doubt is making you angry about it. Instead of getting angry, treat it with empathy and patience. You look at your past self. You acknowledge that you have these fears because of certain traumas, and you start treating it with that love. Because again, literally, self-love, that self-confidence, self-love over self-doubt. This brings in that concept of the good and evil. It is the emotion of love versus fear. Instead of war and battle with yourself, you're going to love yourself and hug yourself. And this is that free will where you can choose which vibration, which reality you want to live in, the reality of fear or the reality of love. And how far do you think you can get when you start operating on that love? Another thing, do not seek reassurance when you are facing this self-doubt. It's no longer an opposition. It's no longer a battle, remember? When you are facing this self-doubt, a lot of the times we want to look for some advice or tell a friend or a family member. You want an opinion always. This reassurance disconnects you from your own values. Remember, this is your dream. This is your purpose, your goals, your motivation and desires and needs and wants. What the heck is anybody else gonna know about your dream? Do they truly know what this tension is of this self-doubt? And are they really credible to give you guidance on something that you guide yourself on? This is your intuition. It is your life, your free will. What you want to do is you want to cut out the noise and reconnect yourself with your own needs and wants, setting those goals step by step, the tasks at hand. Now, follow that intuition because you are your best guide for what you want. It is your world. Accept that everything you do is right for you. And when you do that, your intuition is activated because you have to realize this. You are your own main character in your own movie. Everyone else is their own main character in their own movie. We have a shared space, but we're all on different timelines. It is safe to say that you are always right in your own world because they're going to be always right in their own world. It is your world versus my world. And I will say, bringing in my own experience of what I'm doing, why I'm having all this self-doubt all the time, and how I keep pushing through. If I listened to everyone around me, I would have given up on my dreams and goals. It is the reason why I'm here today and still doing free will is because I keep following my heart, my love, and I keep pushing through that tension. Do I keep running into it? Absolutely. That's what's going to happen. But it's a step-by-step process. And you follow your heart true. Because if you start following others, you're not going to be doing what you want to do in your world, in your reality. And when we're following under other people's will, you're not living with free will and you're not happy. You're not doing what you came here to do to fulfill you. We have to remember that since we're all living in our own worlds, we don't have to agree on everything. Again, what is right for me is what is right for me, and what is right for you is right for you. We don't have to agree on everything because we're not in the same world. And this is most of our conflict in life is we're always, remember, separation. And we always need, as human beings, the other people on the other side to agree with us. And they want us to agree with them. And if we all collectively realize that we don't have to agree with each other on everything, that we can have disagreements because we are in our own world, the world will be a lot easier. To overcome the self-doubt, think about it as a pattern of keeping promises you make to yourself. Again, step by step. What am I going to do? I'm going to do this. I'm going to get up early in the morning. Boom. The promise you kept to yourself, action. You push through. I want to go to that gym. Boom. You make a promise. I want to work on this for my career. Boom. You made a promise. You act on it. It's constantly the self-doubt to action, self-doubt to action, and back to our own reality, our own world. Self-doubt is accepting who you are. It is accepting your journey, all parts of it, the good and the bad, the positive things you went through and the negative things that went through, the traumas, the good times, everything. This is what makes you who you are today. A quote I heard, every ingredient is needed to make the masterpiece. And what is it to overcome self-doubt? It's self-acceptance. But you can't get to self-acceptance unless you understand who you are. And to question who you are, you had to doubt yourself. And that ending right there is powerful. You need the self-doubt for self-acceptance. You need the bad, the pains, the fears to get to the other side and to have that self-acceptance of who you are. It is learning who you are and pushing towards who you want to become. This is the gift of self-doubt. It's positive to have it because it teaches you how to push through and align yourself to achieve your goals and your dreams. You're not going to get there right away, not when you're thinking about your future self. Know who you are today in the present. And lastly, to finish this episode off, remember, there are people out there who admire you. When you're going through self-doubt, it's really easy to hear the loud noise of the negativity. There are people out there that are always going to value your intelligence, care about you, and admire who you are. So even in a world where it feels like you have all of these haters, you are so loved and cared about. You are so loved, and people are always going to be rooting for you, whether you recognize them or not. And that's what I remind myself every day with you guys. There's always someone out there that appreciates what you're doing and that values who you are as a person. So, gonna end it off there this week. I hope you felt some motivation and had some clarity with your self doubts, and I hope you guys pursue every dream you have. This is the point of free will. This is the point of why I want to get people to join me on this journey of self doubt and to push through, and for us together to do everything that we desire and are meant to do. I love you guys. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, rate, comment, subscribe. You can follow me on all platforms at Freeing Tony. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of the week, and I will catch you guys next time.